Hey guys, what's swagging? Today I wanted to do a little bit of story time. Because, I think I've played, like 4 seasons of Highlander and 2.5 of sixes by now. I've got some, there's some funny stories in there. I don't think I'm gonna get too in depth today or anything, but just wanted to talk about, sort of the comp journey and how that's gone so far. I started, like any good spy player. I said, oh man, I should play some competitive because that's where it's at. And so I found out about Highlander, because it's the 9v9 game mode where every class actually gets playtime. Because in sixes, the only time you run spy is if you're, doing like a silly play, but you're not going to do it for the full scrim. So yeah, I wanted to play spy, so I looked into RGL, found a team, and I don't know, I was really nervous, especially like joining like pugs, pickup games and stuff. And actually, especially with that newcomer team that I joined, because the team leader was, I don't know, I'm pretty sure he was like 13 or something. He was not a very good team leader. He only wanted to play Deadlock. He didn't even hop on tf2. Which, like, brother, this is a pretty niche comp scene. I don't know why you need to be starting your comp journey in this game and also focusing on Deadlock of all games. But yeah, he ended up quitting the team, and I think the team kind of fell apart, and there were only like 3 players left. And I don't know, I wasn't amazing at the game. So I figured instead of trying to find another newcomer team, I'd be better off just reviving it and dragging new players on. And so that's what I did. I actually ended up being the team leader for my first season. I think I also, I did sixes that same season, and what ended up happening was I just kind of adopted all of those sixes players onto the Highlander team. And then we ended up being actually pretty good. So we saved the team, brought back our like win record to, I think we only ended up being like 4-3 at the end of like the regular season. So at least it was positive, because I think we forfeited the first 2 matches or something. Maybe not forfeited, but it was scuffed. So yeah, we ended up having a pretty decent season. I ended up wanting to stick around with comp, and I joined a different team for the next season of Highlander. Pretty much quit sixes. I mean, it was just too much of a time commitment to do both, and I still wanted to play spy at the time. So stopped doing that. But yeah, I didn't want a team lead, so joined someone else's thing. And I ended up on Team Tiku in amateur. And it was fun. That team actually survived for 2 seasons. Even though the team leader didn't want to play anymore, so team leader quit. And of course I got roped back into being the leader. Which, really it's not a big deal. You just coordinate scrims, find ringers. But I didn't want to do it. But no one else was going to, so. And I think, we played amateur for 2 seasons. Kind of went average, like 4-4 for both of those seasons. We made playoffs, and kind of got knocked out right away. Not that it really mattered. I didn't care about our win rate or anything. I just wanted to play the game and get better. And I was definitely getting better. I mean, I wasn't like the best spy ever, you know. But I don't know. I kind of found that all these spy players had so much ego, and I just didn't, to be honest. I did not think of myself that highly. um, and I just wanted to focus more on like sixes and playing a class that actually matters. Because I don't know, no matter how good I did on Spy, I found that the teams that I was playing with just could not sort of capitalize on those things, and so I wanted to play something with a little more impact. So I tried out for Soldier. Actually, in the next division up from Amateur, which would have been intermediate, so IM, but then they made it so that IM didn't exist anymore, and all the IM players moved up to main. So then I was playing main for my first season ever on Soldier. I mean, granted, it was Highlander, so it didn't really matter, but I still had fun. And actually, I didn't do terribly. I don't think I was even the worst soldier in main, which I would consider a win, being that it was my first season. I recently became a soldier main. But that season, I also picked up sixes again on a team called Buffoon Platoon, and I ended up playing Roamer, and that was really fun. I think if I do continue playing comp, it'll be in sixes, because Highlander is just not. If you're thinking about it, it's not worth your time. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. No. I think I was very fortunate. I didn't end up being on any like super toxic teams. And I actually met a lot of really fun people. I would actually say like probably for every one toxic person you come across, there's about 5 or 6 people that are actually just really cool. So if you're worried about that sort of thing and you're like thinking about comp, that don't let that be the the worry. Because really, as long as you're not super toxic, most people will just kind of leave you alone. I'm not terribly happy with like my stats, I guess. Like I don't think I'm next up. I'm not some prodigy at this game. And actually I kind of wish that I didn't immediately move up to main and then start playing soldier, cuz now like I think my skill level, I would have done fine in amateur. I actually think I would have done really well. But if I were to try to do soldier like an AM right now, since we made playoffs especially, like I would just get restricted off, which really sucks, because like I don't know, I think I wasn't ready, even though I did like okay. I wasn't a great soldier. I was doing a lot of pencil jumping. Which you don't see main players do very often. But I still have 6s, so I'm not like upset really. But yeah, I think I'm subbing for this season, but as pretty much I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave competitive untouched for a minute. Just do some pubs, play some other games, come back to it later. maybe do some sixes when real life timelines and schedules line up a little better for it. But yeah, I especially did not want to stream while I was playing comp, which really just ruined the whole vibe of like content creation and everything, because I don't know, I didn't want to stream like the comms that were going on, even though there wasn't anything like, you know, because like I think the concern with most people, if you were streaming tf2 and you were in a voice chat with 8 other players, you know, someone's gonna say like something that'll get you banned off Twitch, which I really didn't have that issue on the teams that I was on. I kind of, avoided it. But it was more just like, there's so much happening and you can't even really discern what's going on as a viewer. So I think I would have had to like mute Discord entirely or something to make it work. I don't know. And I wasn't like really proud of the gameplay there, so yeah. And the same thing happened with my I was making like a frag movie or whatever, and I got like halfway through the season, and by then the clips were 1 or 2 months old, and I'm like, it's stale. It's not gonna work. Maybe I'll do some sort of slightly more edited content soon. Just, I don't know. I stopped recording clips, and then the clips got months and months old, and now I just don't even want to. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do it. Even though I was like halfway done, I'll give it a try another time. But yeah, that's really been my comp journey so far. I don't think it's anything new or crazy to report over here, which is why I don't really want to. I don't think it's going to be a big conversation topic around here very often, but you gotta address the elephant in the room or whatever. I do think I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm just gonna be like talking solo the way that I am right now for all of my videos. I'll probably, have some of my friends hop on, because we have some pretty funny dialogue I think the internet could benefit from. So you'll be hearing more from some of the people I know. And actually, I don't know if the video resolution will show it, but in the gameplay that you're watching, I'm playing with one such person who I'll probably be recording with sometime soon. Oh, and I should probably talk about like what's going on with this channel here. So if you look at my past videos, you'll see there's like a bunch from like 9 months ago, 10 months ago, 11. Those are all just Twitch VODs that I just uploaded straight from there to YouTube. There were a bunch more, but I didn't upload them, and then Twitch ended up deleting them, so I guess there's like lost media on my channel now or whatever. I mean, there's not really too worth looking at all that stuff. I mean, some of these videos are like 4 hours long. But yeah, I mean, you can still see what I had going on back during the AM seasons, but after my first couple seasons, man, I just did not want to stream, and if I did, I didn't want to save the VODs. I don't know. I wasn't. Too many people around me had egos about how good they were at the video game, and I don't know. I'm like, all right. I'm not next up, right? So I wasn't happy with the gameplay footage that I was putting out there. But you know what? I'm taking steps towards it. Like right now, you see I'm playing Pyro. I got like 4 hours on Pyro, man. I don't play that class, but you can see me. I'm playing it. I'm doing it. I'm only kind of a bot. um, now. So yeah, those like 9-month-old videos, I'm gonna leave them up. You know, there's you'd be surprised. There's probably some fun moments in there, but it's not packed full of super high energy content. I mean, that's the whole reason I quit Twitch, at least for now, is that I don't know, I can't keep it interesting for that long in like a live format. I think I'm much better at this sort of thing. But yeah, I'm not sure how long I'm usually gonna keep these videos, probably that like 10 to 20 minute range. I should say yesterday I had like an audio glitch going on at the 3-minute mark. It'll never happen again. We're too good at this. We're way past that now. We're way past that point. This is video 2, okay? Come on. Let's get serious. Let's get real. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Expect better audio quality soon. Expect better video quality soon. I'm working on it. I don't really know how all this works, but it's gonna get better. It's getting better. You know, it's not gonna be the highest quality content from day one. Okay, let's you know, set your expectations right. I'm not. I may be stupid, but I'm not dumb. It'll get better.